So this is Larry the Barber Man. I'm at the first ever Best of British Barber Expo. I'm here with Adam Sloan and Davie Walker, the two organisers. For me, this has been a celebration of barbering and an educational day. I've certainly learnt a lot. I've done a lot of networking. I'm just doing a quick interview with these two gentlemen to find out where they're going with this expo and how it went for them today. So, guys, tell me, what was your objective before this show was on? What was your objective of the Best of British?
Education was key. When I met Adam, we spoke in Lens down in London about producing a show, what produced education, where everybody turned up and learned something and took something away from it. So I think the first of all key is just education for us.
Okay. And yourself, Adam?
For me, I mean, I spoke to Davie about this, and obviously for me it was, launching the Scottish Barber of the Year, Scottish City and Guild Apprentice Barber of the Year. And as you know, today it's gone so successful. You know, I mean, it makes me hugely proud because we're doing one in Northern Ireland, we're doing one in Wales, and we're doing one in England. So today was historic. We've launched it today. So kind of that was my objective today. And obviously, this man's made it a fantastic event by getting top artists to perform on stage. So all in all, and obviously with the Rising Star, with the three competitions. And I think, to be honest, I think the competitions were so evenly matched. Yeah. And quite inspirational, aspirational with the audience. So yeah, I mean that's what I got today. The competitions seem to rock the venue.
Yeah, in fact, when we first spoke, it was about giving up and coming barbers a chance. Yeah. So we created the Rising Star, Scottish Apprentice of the Year awards, and the Best Look. So more it was focused on the competitions was the up and coming barbers. Plus the education, but yeah, it was all about the up and coming, getting new artists on stage and giving them a chance. And working, obviously, Adam, we sit in guilds, and we've produced a fantastic now a system that's going up and down the UK, and you know, for us, it was amazing.
Okay, so was this developed because you saw that there was a gap in the market? Did you think there was something missing on kind of these educational expo barber, gatherings?
It's a great question. I mean, for me, no. I mean, we just done our thing. I didn't really look at. I don't look at anything else that's gone out there. To be honest with you, we put this together with Davie. We're very fortunate with the likes of the Alan Finleys and top people that kind of share and believe in what we're trying to do. So no, I didn't really. If I'm honest, I didn't really look at anybody out there doing anything that, in a similar way. This was our gig. It really was City and Guild driven. It was about the kids, as he says, trying to make it inspirational and aspirational for them. So, to be honest, for me, no, it was just, Best of British. We had a couple of decent chats with them together, and and that was the birth of it, So.
Yeah, when you look at the hairdressing industry, you've got Salon International. And you've got other big events up and down the UK, but you really have one for barbering, what is just about education. So if we can incorporate what these guys are doing and look at it, and we can incorporate up in Scotland and do what we're doing, yeah. So looking about, but a permanent fixture is what we're looking at for Best of British.
Okay, and talk me through some of the acts that you had on stage today. Talk me through the kind of itinerary of what you did.
That was great, really. I mean, we had from Paul Mack to Sam Wall to, we get through them all. Doghouse Barber, Jay.
Yeah.
I mean, it was.
Cindy Davie for Brazil.
Yeah. I mean, it was. What I would like to say about the acts is every single person willingly came along, and I think the mixture of talent. I know going about Alan Finley, but.
Josh and Monica.
You got Josh. The young feds were here, but I think we had a collation, a collaboration of some top people, and it worked. And yeah, they were handpicked because the pair of us were who will complement this one and this and this and this, and yeah, huge success. But the process of picking the people was something we thought long and hard about, didn't we?
Yeah, we had to look at something that was different. Artists that would bring something different to the scene. I mean, there's a lot of barber and pro barber stage and stuff like that in Manchester, so we're looking at just creating something different on stage. We want different looks on stage, so we thought, who's going to bring certain looks? Like Sam Wall, he's going to bring something different.
He's awesome.
Keeping away from the kind of skin fades that are kind of getting a lot of kind of the bad press, and because it's a lot of 90% of what everybody sees. I think when you look at the best of British today, all the way from the rising stars all the way up, somebody was doing something different, you know. And
I know that when Davie and me spoke about this, we were hopefully going to get 100 people turn up, and we're 300 today. You know, I mean, and we haven't gone with a sellout nonsense that you see, bang, sellout. It was just kind of was what it was.
Yeah.
I mean, you were here today. Those, what do you call it? The Piper guys, they were awesome.
Oh, Drums and Roses.
Drums and Roses. You get a chance to go and see them. Go and see them. They're awesome.
As you know,
ABBA was my favourite.
Yeah. As you see, every time I go on stage, I've had Craig perform for me again. I always have a piper. So I've been up in Scotland, but having Drums and Roses, who have been on Britain's Got Talent, they opened up gigs selling with 30,000 people in front of them. Have them on stage and having coming along with us guys, it's just what we're about. You know, it's like keeping it fresh, giving us something different, you know. And
I agree, and also the networking today. I mean, you know, I've been speaking to a few people about where we're going to take things from here. You know, some exciting projects that obviously we won't talk about in a minute because we need to develop them. So it will spin off into other things without a shadow of a doubt. But you know, for me, you know, as a dodgy Glaswegian, only dodgy in accent, you know, but. You know, I'm fiercely proud of coming up here and been, you know, working with these guys and launching this Scottish Apprentice Barber of the Year. So that for me is payment in full, you know. And this will go on stronger and stronger and stronger throughout the UK. So.
So what kind of frequency do you want to have these bashes at?
Kilohertz. Sorry, go on, mate.
What kind of frequency? Is it every 2 months, every quarterly? How often do you want to have them?
We'll have to talk. Have to chat.
Yeah.
Have to chat.
We'll talk about it.
We've still got the after show to
Just
do,
watch
haven't we?
this space.
Come on, we've still got the after show.
Yeah, we've still got the after show with some amazing barbers on it. You've got up and coming barbers. We've had Edinburgh local barbers doing demonstrations.
I mean, boom barbers.
The after party, we've got loads of local barbers, Scottish barbers, up and guys that just need that chance. And the after party is based about having these guys having their chance, building their experience, working in front of the best in the industry. And then next year, who knows, you're going to see these guys popping up and you're going to say, where did they start? They started at
the best of British.
And also to be fair, sorry about you, Larry. I mean, you know, you see these kids on stage, the Rising Star, the Look Award and the Apprentice of the Year. You know, these guys are the future. You know, and also they're mingling with your Alan Finleys and your Paul Mack and your Sam Walls, and they're seeing them and they're sharing the same prep rooms and all that. So it's kind of that mixture is fantastic for me. You know.
And Josh LaMonica.
Who?
Josh
LaMonica. We love Josh LaMonica.
So these guys, as you said, they're prepping in the same room as guys like Josh LaMonica, who right now is the UK's biggest barber, and he's going actually round the world. And I mean, these guys are now sitting in the same prep room as these guys and working alongside them. So they're getting flung in at the deep end, but they're getting looked after. You know, we have coached them, we have given them tips on how to look forward in the day, what to do on stage if you're feeling nervous. So they haven't been flung in the deep end, but their skills on stage are second to none. They've answered it themselves, especially the rising stars.
So the big question then, you said that the best of British is all about giving opportunity to up and coming or people that maybe have the talent but are quiet and can't come forward. How would someone get involved in the next one who believes that they've got a talent everyone needs to see? Who would they contact? Where would they go? What would be the procedure?
I would say we're always watching social media. We're always in touch with who's going on, and we are on social media as well. You know, people can hashtag in MHFeds or they can hashtag in Best of British on Instagram. But we're aware of who's tagging away, who's grafting and who's working hard. So I mean, we see these guys. Yeah, we'll be inundated with people wanting to come forward. You know, but we're aware of who's on the circuit, who deserves their chances. Adam has been in this game a long time. He knows a lot of up and coming and fresh barbers, especially like from the Menspires guys. With two of these guys come to us today. When you watch these young guys coming up, especially Menspires, they speak for themselves.
Okay. So, in closing, in a nutshell, the best of British is barbering, educational, celebration, where everyone can come together, and you just basically want to raise the standards of barbering. That's what you can expect here.
I think it's about structure. You know, for me, it is about, you know, the structure of the day, I think getting them blends correct, with the competitions, I mean, you were here today. I mean, the rising star. I mean, all them were so tough to call, and that's a fact, So, for me, it's that mixture. It's that mixture, It's and the way we run it is kind of professionalism. Simon Shaw, Simon's turned up today, absolutely zero. Paid his own way, everything, and was outstanding. He's a professional, and it's kind of cool to work with pros, if I'm honest. Because that's what it's about. It's about pros, and he was outstanding. Obviously, I had to take up and do a bit of comparing. I fetched it down a peg or two, but it was great. It's about professionalism. It's about the right standards, and it's about driving the industry forward, and it's about the youth. So with the best of British, it's kind of a mixture of all that. Oh, that's my mic. Sorry.
So I guess having someone like Simon Shaw pay his own way to come here is a testament to what you're trying to achieve and your professionalism and the rest of it. So I wish you guys the very best of luck in the future with the best of British. I know it's going to go on to be big and successful and edify a lot of young people and old people too in the industry.
Thank you very much.
I wish you well.
Thank you. Cheers, Larry.
Thank you. Thanks, Larry.